name is Hope. I have my Associates of Arts in Game Design, my Associates of Science in Game Programming, my Bachelor's of Arts in Game Design. I also have a 4.0 Getting Me President's List, and I am a member of the Alpha Beta Kappa National Honor Society, as well as our honors program here at UAT. I chose UAT because I wanted to get college kind of done and over with so I can move on to my career, since college was more of a stepping stone for me when I originally planned to attend college. And then I found a college too that was also accredited for game design, which is much harder when I was first looking about 4 years ago now than it is now. So for me, getting my 2 associates was really helpful as kind of a, hey, I did this, and a milestone for me, because being able to graduate in the 2023 class with my 2 associates really gave me that push to be like, this is what I'm working for. I have 1 more of these for my bachelor's, and also took a little bit of the nerves away when I actually did walk for my bachelor's, because I'm like, I've already done this before. It's really not that scary. So it was definitely also helpful too for the fact that I'll have an associate's, which is a degree, almost like a major minor, but an actual degree instead. So it'll help boost my resume by the time I'm looking for a new job. So I have a lot of highlights. I would say one of them was towards my kind of later sophomore year, early junior year. I didn't have a whole lot of friends beforehand, and I ended up changing up my room situation to Founders, and ended up actually meeting a lot of friends that I am still really close with to this day, and that was really important for me. Another really important thing for me is also graduating. Like when I finished my SIP, it was just this huge weight off me. I was so proud of what I made, and then clearing boards really helped too, because it's just that extra proof of I did this, and seeing that completion really helped me, and it made me feel very accomplished. Honestly, making the most of your college experience is one big thing for being involved on campus. It's really important to have a community around you, not just of your peers, but also of the staff here and the professors, because those professors are going to see your name on their class list, and they're going to be like, I've had this student before, their work's amazing, I've seen them around campus, they talk to me, and they are going to be excited to have you in class. The same thing with your friends. They're going to see, oh, hey, this person's taking this class with me, and they're going to be excited to have you. It's just really important to have that community and that network beyond just the fact of like having connections. It's also great too from a networking perspective, because the more people you know, the more likely you are to get a job. My favorite thing to do around campus, since I'm really outdoorsy, I really enjoy going up to Papago Park and like the Hole in the Rock, because the views of the city are so amazing, especially if you get it kind of like dusk, the sunset, and also like the lights starting to come on. It's really pretty. I really want to go during Christmas time so I can see the zoo lights. The faculty member that's had the biggest impact on me would probably be Dr. Daniel Pike. He is the reason that I'm in our honors program. I was just kind of going above and beyond when I started English 101, and he asked me if I was in the honors program, and I was like, yeah, no, I've never really heard of it too much, so I just didn't go with it, and he referred me to it, and I ended up joining it because I thought, well, if someone with a PhD is telling me that I should do this, maybe I should at least give it thought. So I did. And I realized I was going above and beyond anyway, so I got into the honors program, and he also helped me realize my passion for writing. One of my biggest struggles here was about a year and a half ago. I struggled a lot with work-life balance to the point it was impacting me very negatively, and eventually, after kind of taking a little bit of a break, taking a step back, realizing I'm not perfect really helped. And I had a friend at the time that got me really into Harry Potter, and so we were watching the Harry Potter movies, which really helped me get that work-life balance back of work before, the evening, and then in the evening, that is your time. And I still have that today, and it's helped me so much, even when my class schedule has gotten crazy busy and classes have been insane, and when I had to work so much on my student innovation project. Like, that really helped and made a huge impact on me, and I really appreciate the friend that helped me with that. So the class that stood out to me the most, especially as someone who was really interested in writing, was world building. In that class, it was really difficult for the work intensive side, because by the time we finished it, I had a 57-page screenplay, which equates to about an hour of screen time. And beyond that, we also had maps we made, myths, lore. We had a ton of weapons we would make, and armor and pieces, and bestiary as well. It was just so much that we built. A lot of people were making these like D&D world, which I thought was super cool. And it really helped me learn the process of creating something without the complication of creating it for a game and the hindrance of worrying about, like, is my piece good enough for a game. It was more just focus on creativity, make what you want to make, and it was so much fun. Honestly, I can't pick just one. One of the biggest things for me is looking at my project and seeing the progress I've made, especially when I was doing boards, which I'm so proud of myself for clearing on the first try, full 5s. But seeing the progress from my very first level in Unreal to what I make now, it really helps a lot, especially because I've struggled with a little bit of imposter syndrome, thinking that I am not very good at what I do, but looking at the progress I've made along the way, just seeing that was huge for me. Another thing that's really important that really helped me was not walking across the stage at graduation once, but twice. That made me feel very proud of myself. My student innovation project, FemInspire, is something I'm so proud of, and I really want to pursue it after graduation. And just honestly, like, I'm so proud of myself for making it this far and going above and beyond so consistently that I was able to graduate with 4.0. Honestly, I've surprised myself in a lot of ways just by coming this far, but also one way is that I'm the first person in my family to go to college and get a degree. So I'm surprised at how well I did, but also I'm really surprised at how much I've come out of my shell. I used to be so timid and quiet before I started at UAT, and now people cannot get me to shut up. So I definitely have come out of my shell a lot, and I'm really surprised at that. So my advice for incoming students would be turn in your work, because your professors can't give you feedback on work you don't submit. And the more you submit, the more you get feedback, the more you can grow. Also, use the tutors, admit you need help, ask for it, and always communicate with your professors just like you would communicate with a job. If you're not feeling well, if you're not going to make a deadline, talk to them. They are amazing. They will help you as much as they need, or as much as you need. And it's just talk to people, make friends, find that work-life balance. It is so important for me to have friends. Just like anybody else here, the workload can be a lot at times, but please make friends. That is going to be the biggest and most important factor here. Turn in your assignments, ask for help when you need it, and just have that work-life balance. I know it seems like a lot, it seems obvious, but trust me, sometimes you get a little bit buried in your studies and you struggle with it, but make friends, make time for friends, and just have fun. Love what you do, and you will go so far here.